Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Can you hear me now? Please confirm. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I was on mute. I have a few people joining, like 5 of them. Please allow us like 5 more minutes. If they will not be joining, I'll be starting right away. Is that one okay? Right, I can see I'm now audible. I'll repeat once again. Thank you so much today for joining us. I have about 5 more people who are joining. Allow us like 5 minutes. Then if they not have joined us, we'll start right away. For now, allow me to share something small about remote work, and then we'll continue. Okay, that was a brief video on how to get started as a virtual assistant. In the meanwhile, on the screen, there is something written polls or a poll. I would request you take 1 minute to answer. The question reads, why haven't you started your virtual assistant journey? All right, thank you so much. I can see there's a lack of information and resources, and also there's I do not know how to get started. Thank you for that. This is a good time. I'll get on started with the presentation. And before that, I would like to know where you are tuning in from. Please, you can let me know on the chat the country you are from. Personally, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, and happy to see you all. All right, I can see Texas. Thank you for that. That is Diana. Anna, where are you from? All right, as we wait for Anna to tell us where she's from, I'll go straight to my presentation. Allow me to share my screen. Please, you can give me a thumbs up if my screen is up. All right, Anna is from UK, London. Thank you for that. Is my screen up? Please let me know if you're able to see my screen, my presentation. Okay, all right. So our main topic for today is the future of remote work and how to succeed as a virtual assistant. Remote work. Okay, today we are going to be, the content to be covered will be the future of remote work, why the time is now, how to upskill and get started. There will also be question and answer session. I encourage audience to participate and answer questions and provide further insights. I'll also be concluding by doing a recap. A few housekeeping rules. Please raise your hand if you need to speak or say something. Number 2, you can use the chat section if you need to say something or ask something. Lastly, you can feel free to participate, engage, and ask questions. Content very quickly, we look at the future of remote work, why the time is now, how to upskill and get started, and then lastly, we'll have a Q&A session. You can keep your questions coming. I'll be going through them as can pause at some point and answer your question. All right, I'll give you a brief overview about me. My name is Lilian Mudhoni. I'm the founder and CEO of VA Mastery School, which I started back in April 2022. Basically, the school aims at equipping upcoming virtual assistants with the skills they get to succeed. And also we do coaching and also provide one-on-one mentoring for those already who are in the field or those who are already starting. Myself, I'm a virtual assistant with over 3 years of work experience. I mainly work with clients from Fiverr and Upwork and also other platforms where I get project-based work sometimes on and off the season. I'll go straight to the presentation and we start with a quotation from Vice President of Facebook by the name Andrew Bosworth. He said, "The future we envision for our work allows for infinite virtual workspace that will unlock social and economic opportunities for people. Regardless of barriers like physical location, it will take time to get there and we continue to build towards it." Our first topic will be the future of remote work. And we start by looking at the current trends, which are whereby there are 3. We start with the first one, which is the hybrid work models, whereby many companies are adopting hybrid work models, allowing employees to work both remotely and in the office. Then another trend is digital nomadism. The rise of digital nomads who leverage technology to work from anywhere in the world is reshaping traditional notions of work and travel. To become a nomad is whereby you can move. Maybe today you can go to US, tomorrow you can be in UK, the other day you can be here in Africa. That's what is called digital nomad. Like you can move and work from anywhere in the world. The last trend is increased adoption of remote collaboration tools, whereby the remote workers are embracing tools like Zoom. You can get into a conference, into a meeting. We also have a Slack, which is a communication tool. You can communicate with your team and assign tasks. And lastly, we have Asana, whereby it's a project management tool. You can also assign projects to your teams as well. Then what are the advantages of the remote work for both businesses and individuals? Number one, there's the aspect of cost saving. For example, businesses by reducing overhead, or rather the number of employees, and expenses such as office space and utilities. Because if people are working remotely, you not incur cost of paying utilities such as water bills, electricity. And another one will be work-life balance, whereby remote work offers individuals greater flexibility to balance work with personal responsibilities and interests. And the third one will be access to global talent, whereby you can hire people from anywhere in the world, Africa, Europe, America, Australia. Like you have a diverse set of talent in your team from all over the world. What are the statistics? These are basically the number of the numbers showing the studies which have been done in regards to the rise of remote work. One is by Upwork. Upwork, maybe some of you have heard about it. It's a freelance world marketplace whereby you put your profile and then you get projects to bid on. Once you are able to bid, then the person with the project will hire you to work on their project. So their study showed that 41.8% of the Americans' workforce is projected to continue working remotely post-pandemic, that is after the COVID-19 pandemic. And then also a report by BAFA found that 97.6% of employees would like to work remotely at least some of the time. They have some time to rest of their careers. And another one is Global Workspace Analytics, which reports that remote work has grown by 173% since 2005. This is way back even before the pandemic, with 4.3 million people in the US working remotely before the pandemic. And lastly, there's the prediction for the future of remote work, which it has some benefits like continued growth. Remote work is expected to continue growing as technology advances and the companies recognize the benefits of remote work. Like we have seen, benefits such as work-life balance. We're also able to get talents across the world. There's also emphasis on flexibility. Companies will prioritize flexibility to accommodate different work styles and preferences, leading to more customized remote work arrangements. And then lastly, there is evolution of remote work policies. Remote work policies will evolve to address issues such as digital equity, mental health support, and cybersecurity. Mostly mental health will come. Sometimes you'll find yourself working or by yourself for even months and years. This can take a mental toll on you. There is also cybersecurity. There is a breach of data. Your data can be hacked, and also digital equity to ensure that everybody is able to access the tools and the internet. Okay, before we go on to the time is now, I'll pause to check if there are questions. All right, I can see there are no questions at the moment. We can continue. All right. Why the time is now to embrace the remote work? According to Gallup, this is an analytic company which also did some research. They found out that quiet quitters make at least 50% of the US workforce, probably more. Quiet quitters are people who are currently leaving their office work to embrace remote work. They are doing it silently. Once they get established, then they move permanently to the remote work, because it also takes time before you're able to establish yourself, especially in the freelance world market. Then the next part is global events shaping the remote work landscape. Number one was the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic forced many businesses to adopt remote work out of necessity, accelerating the remote work trend globally. This one we also between 2020 and 2021. There's also technological advancements. Advances in technology have made remote work more feasible and efficient than ever before, enabling seamless communication and collaboration. Again, the technology advancement has also paved the way, whereby now most people are able even to work. You can even use your tablet or your mobile phone to access any tool. You can also connect it to a Wi-Fi and work on any project. Then there's also shift in mindset towards remote work, whereby work-life integration, there is a growing recognition of the importance of work-life balance, leading to a shift in mindset towards remote work as a means to achieve greater harmony between work and personal life. And then there's also productivity versus presence, whereby necessarily don't have to be in an office for you to be seen that you are working. You can also be at your home office and still be productive. Employees are increasingly valuing productivity and results over physical presence, opening door for more remote work opportunities. Like most companies have embraced remote work. They have allowed the employees to work remotely. And then I have a few case studies of people who have embraced remote working, especially the field we'll be talking about, virtual assistants. One I have is called, she's called Abhiashri. You can see her photo here. She's a founder of an institution called Virtual Service. She's from United States, Missouri. And then she started her journey back in 2013 as a virtual assistant. And currently she's doing well. She has hit the 7-figure mark. I've also interacted with her and studied her course materials. Actually, she's very good. I can say she's my mentor. And I also have another one from she's from Canada. Her name is Twinya Sutherland. She's the founder of an organization called VANA, Virtual Assistants Network Association from Canada. This one is we can say she's the mother of it all. She started way back in 2003. Maybe some of us were not even born then. And then she's a coach and a mentor. Her net worth is not known, but she's one of the biggest names in the industry. I've also been able to interact with her and access her course materials. She's also doing well. So this one is to encourage us, no matter where you are starting from, you can always get there. And last, almost coming close, this is how now you can get started in remote work, yes. And you can get started gradually and eventually replace your 9-to-5 job. The good thing is that you get to earn from the skills you already have. For example, if you are an accountant, you can start by doing some bookkeeping projects. Actually, there are so many projects online. You can get started. If you do graphic designs, you can also get started. Web designs, you can also get started. If you're a customer service person like myself, that's where I've worked most part of my life, you can also get started. You get started with a skill that you already have, you market it, and then you get projects to work on. I'll give a brief definition of a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is typically a person who simplifies the life of a client or a business person by taking some of their tasks, which can be administrative. If you are an administrative person, you like doing admin tasks like typing, picking calls, sending emails. You can also provide virtual assistants. They also provide technical services like web design, graphic designs. They can also do creative services like designs. If you have designs, you can also get clients who have design projects. They can also assign to you. And the good thing as a virtual assistant, you work remotely. That is from your home office or anywhere. It can be a coffee shop. You can also work in your car. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a dedicated home office. You mainly work with, you can work with the business owners. If someone is starting a company and they are trying to cut costs, they can contract you to work for them, mostly as an admin person or an IT person. Now, for you to get started as a virtual assistant, there are key skills you are required to have. Number one is this applies, I think it cuts all across, that is excellent communication. You have to know how to communicate, especially to your client, from the start of the project to the beginning of the project, to ensure that you are working smoothly on the projects and there are no breakdowns. So, virtual assistants must possess strong communication skills to effectively interact with clients and team members remotely, because you can also work for a company and you can find their departments and team leaders here. So you also need to know how to communicate. Number two, which is very important, is time management. Because as a virtual assistant, another thing, you'll be paid per hour. So if somebody gives you work, you're supposed to complete in 5 hours, it has to be 5 hours. If it is 2 hours, it has to be 2 hours. So you have to be a good time manager. Managing multiple tasks as well, and deadline is crucial for virtual assistants to ensure productivity and deliver quality work. And lastly, you have to be a tech savvy. This one, basically, you ought to have some skills, especially on how to use a computer applications like Microsoft, Google Workspace. Most companies nowadays, they are using Google Workspace. I'm sure at some point you know, and the most common one is the Gmail. Probably some of you have even the Gmail accounts. There is also the Google Drive, Google Documents, the likes of typing. You can be given work to type. There is also Google Sheets. You can also be given some data entry work. So here you have to be tech savvy. And also the tools, there are tools which you're supposed to use, especially like for communicating. I had mentioned Slack. Some employers will like to get updates, so you can be tasked to provide updates via platforms like Slack. There's also, you can also be told to get into a meeting using Zoom. So you know how you must have some technical know-how of how to operate those softwares and tools. Next, we'll move to the resources for upskilling. There are two crucial ones. There's online courses. You can take a course. For example, if maybe you're not that good in graphic designs, you can take a course. Nowadays, there are so many. You can even get free courses. Like there's a platform I always refer to. Maybe you have come across it, called Coursera. You can study there and get what you are coming to, certifications. There are some employees who like a form of you to have a certificate in a certain field, like maybe for social media, digital marketing. There are some who will ask for them. So you need to have the skills and certification at some point. And then there is also, excuse me, there's also practical tips for getting started as a virtual assistant. This one I'll try to define it, or rather define it. You define your niche. Niche is simply sitting down, analyzing your skills. And for example, see if I'm a social media person, you can choose to do social media only. If I'm a customer service person, I can choose to do the admin tasks, like making phone calls, receiving phone calls, reading emails. If you are a tech person, you can do IT, like you can be designing websites and maintaining websites for clients. Like basically is choosing a field and you're sticking by it instead of doing all of them at once. Maybe you can be good in one or two areas, but it's good to have one for starting with, and that's what you are calling a niche. And then you can, number two, is good to have an online presence. Like, yes, you need to have something like a website whereby you can advertise your services. I'm sure most of you even have LinkedIn profiles. You can put your services there to showcase your skills, experience, and services to potential clients. And last but not least, you can network. Networking provides you with opportunities to go to events. They can be physical or online, whereby you can attend gatherings. You can also introduce yourself to potential client, and now there you can end up getting clients for your services. If you're offering social media service, you can get somebody maybe who is looking for a social media manager. Up to there, I'll stop sharing and check if there are some questions for me. I can see we are doing good. We can continue. All right. How do you get started? And for today, I'll be introducing my organization, which is called VA Mastery School, whereby we are offering a training program for building and for budding or other upcoming and aspiring virtual assistants, whereby our mode of running is online, whereby it's an online course for virtual assistants, whereby you run at your own space with secure access on any device. It can be a laptop or a tablet, and we provide the resources and coaching to help you succeed in the exciting field of freelance industry. And then services we are offering. Number one, we have a course. It's called VA Mastery Course, whereby it's a virtual assistance course designed to help you understand the basics of being a virtual assistant, from definition up to narrowing down to your skills. And we also show you how to market your services. And you also have expert talks. We have so many resources, templates, and videos just to help you. And then you also have a coaching program called VA Coach Lab, whereby if you need services of a coach or a mentor, we have coaches. And we also have guides like books, whereby if you are, for example, you want to be a customer service, you want to do travel arrangement, we have some guides which we have prepared to help you started. And last but not least, we also have maybe some of you have come across something called Patreon. You can another way you can also become our patron, and at a small fee, we are offering 2 memberships. You can get started as little as $5 per month, whereby we give you all the resources to start. We help you to start, and you also get a coach or a mentor. And if you are a beginner. If you're somebody who has started, maybe you don't to get guidance and mentorship, you start from $10. You pick a membership which starts from $10. Another way you can also be part of this, if you are not, you don't want a membership, you can also buy our resources which start from $20. But the good thing, if you become a member, you get all these resources free. You don't have to buy. We have also so many podcasts you can listen to. And what are the benefits of enrolling in our course? You get community support. We have a private Facebook group, and we also have a Slack whereby you can reach us. We also have daily office. We have a session like this one. You ask questions. If you are stuck with your coursework, we help you. We also, once you finish, we give you a list of a curated job board. We have prepared all the possible places you can get jobs as a virtual assistant, not only in Upwork or Fiverr. Most of you maybe have heard of Fiverr and Upwork. We also have some more platforms you can apply for jobs. And lastly, you have also partnered with some industry experts who have events. That one would be a good opportunity for you to network. Once those events are there, we share the links with you, and then you are able to join. How do you sign up for our course? You can sign up from our website, which is www.vamasterschool.com. And the good news is we have 2 payment plans. You can one-off payment, and you can also pay in 3 installments. And now, because today you have joined me on the call, allow me to stop sharing. Okay, I have a special offer for you, whereby the course goes for $297, but today we are doing it at $97. If you're interested, I can put the link on the chat. You can have a look at it. And also for Patreon, if you are not, maybe you're not able to take the course at this point, you can also become our patron. Allow me a few minutes. I put the links on the chat. I'll also check if there are any questions for me. Okay, does it mean we are all good up to there? Given a reaction. Diana, maybe you can say something as I put the link. You are good to go. How about Anna? Okay, sorry, I've put the two links together. The first one is I missed some letters. It might be broken. So the two links are there. You can check. In the meanwhile, I can show you about the course briefly before we call it off. I will start with the course. You can see what it is there. Maybe you can also check on the links later. Okay, this is our school. Okay, these are the, yes, this is the course and this is the coaching lab. So these are the topics which you get to study. There's the introduction, building your foundation, pricing. You also get to start how to attract your clients, business strategy, establishing authority, creating products, streamlining your services, increasing your reach, and lastly, will teach you how to scale your business. The other one is our coach lab. This is the coach whereby this is you get accelerated growth, accountability partner, tailored guidance, ongoing support, and also inspiration and encouragement. Benefit, you also be able to level up your career, and also you'll be as a newbie and make a splash in the industry. My coaching is tailored to suit all the skills level, whether you are beginning or advancing. What to expect: assessment, goal setting, training, coaching, resources, and support. Okay, up to there. Any question? Any reaction? Anna, I can see you're the only one left. Anything? Anna, do you think there's a good fit for you, our course, our coaching on the Patreon community? Mhm.